Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are we this morning? My voice is a little cracky, but don't worry. I'm just recovering from some flu, but I'm good. I'm good. So let's go. Let's invite our friend. It's been long. I think about 2 weeks now. I haven't been on the call on Thursday. So please, I'm really looking forward to speaking with all of you. Get to invite your friends, get to call other people to show up this morning, because we are still on this amazing topic, the boardroom to bedroom. And today we are going to delve deep into another space. So please do invite somebody so that we can quickly have this conversation. I believe you are learning a lot. If you have been reading the book, I'm sure you've seen that I really spent some time, to highlight, a number of things in that space to simply help you to get yourself in that space. So today we are going to talk about submission. Okay, we are going to talk about submission, and we are going to deal with submission in the marketplace and also submission in the bedroom. So, boardroom and in the bedroom. So, when it comes to submission, it's made of two words, submission. It is important to understand what it is that you are going into. So before you even get to apply, for that particular job, or you want to start a business, it is important for you to understand what you want to achieve, or the goals, the vision that that company has. Because the moment you understand, it will then be easy for you to plug in with your niche. So I usually tell people that even when it comes to church, where you go at church, many people actually find themselves going to a church because it's popular. They go to church because that's where their parents went to, or because it's got beautiful choir or something like that. But I usually tell people to say, look, before you even say that is my church, you've got to look at your small vision, your vision, you as an individual, as a person. What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that God has called you to do? And then when you look at that, then it is important now to look at the bigger vision of that particular church, or the bigger vision of that particular, company, so that you don't die, okay, within you, because you can never support that which inherently is not part of you. Let me repeat that. You can never support, something that is not part of you inherently. There has to be a way in which you need to be conscious of what God put inside of you, so that when you wake up in the morning, okay, when you wake up in the morning, you're going for work, it must resonate with the reason we're born. Listen to me. How are you going to spend 30 years in the marketplace, 30 years in the marketplace, and it's a place that does not resonate with the reason we're born? And you know what? The reason is because we have separated, okay? We've separated, spiritual things, and we are saying when you go to work, it's not spiritual. When you go to work, it's something different. When you go to work, you are doing secular something. Well, if you are going to spend 5 days or 6 days in a week, when you calculate the hours, when you calculate how many days it will be in a year, and almost 80% of your life will be spent in the marketplace, then God should be so unfair that the only time you actually need to spiritually live for the reason you were born, or to fulfill something that you are called to do, has to be 1 day in a week. God must be unfair. This is why each one of you need to understand, before you actually, I know jobs are difficult to find. I know it is not easy to find that job. So anything that you find, as long as it's giving you a salary, my friend, you are living under a curse. where you would simply be toiling and not living and enhancing the being or the reason you are born here on earth. That is why it is imperative, as you are listening to me right now, I would love you to take some time to look at what God has, put inside of you. Take time to really cultivate that gift, because if you begin to cultivate that gift and you begin to enhance it, you will see that when you get that gift and you partner it or you fuse it into the vision of the company you're working for, my friend, nobody will tell you to go early to work, because you will be doing the things that you are doing with so much fulfillment. I know this may sound a little weird, because we think that you all you need to do is go for work and get paid. Well, the reason why I've penned down this book, Boardroom to Bedroom, is so that many of us can start living the reason we were born. You've got to find ways of getting excited when you are going for work, when you are leaving your house. It has to resonate from within you. You've got to be joyful, because that which we are born to do, when you begin to spend it, when you begin to cultivate it, and you begin to add skill in that thing, you will see that production increases. And there are many ideas. You begin to have ideas to actually take that particular department you have been given to man to another level. The reason why you've got to wait for one individual to think for you on what you ought to do, it is because you are probably operating in what God did not create you to do. This is why you are frustrated. This is why you are working from that, I call it helper mentality. Helper mentality is where you are waiting for your boss to tell you that today you are supposed to clean or stop watching TV. This time you're supposed to be working. That is that type of mentality. And God did not create anybody to wait for another person to interpret what they ought to do. You need to get an understanding the reason you were employed in that company. And when you have that understanding, begin to work within you, begin to cultivate the gifts out of you in order for you to fuse or partner with the extension of that particular business. Why you have the slavery mentality? Why you are not excited to go for work? It's probably because the designer, God, what He designed you to do, you are not doing. And therefore, this is important. Submission. There has to be a mission. There has to be a vision that you are following. And you've got to get yourself and partner with that particular vision. Be it a business, when you are setting up a business, listen to me. Those who are now getting excited to start a business, you are now in our mentorship programs, and you are seeing we are talking about brand yourself. You know why you are failing to talk about your brand? Why you are failing to even define who you are? It is because we are used to this, job mentality, where somebody has to define what you need to do, how you need to do, what time you need to do, what time to knock off. You can never lead yourself if you're doing something that the designer did not put inside of you. It is so difficult. For some time, a parrot can be taught how to bark. Okay? A parrot can be taught how to bark like a dog for some time. But as that parrot keeps on barking and barking like a dog, eventually the vocal cords are going to be tired, because God did not create a parrot to bark. But you and I know it is not difficult for the dog to bark. It is not difficult for the lion to roar. It is not difficult for you to do what God said you should do. It is not difficult. So you need to be intentional. How will it be that you die and you actually did not attempt to actually express or live the reason you were born? Just because you reported for work and you needed money to buy food. If you going for work is for you to buy food, my friend, you are living under a curse. Going for work or doing the things that you are supposed to do should not be the ultimate reason, should not be for food. Is that you are living the reason you were born. Come on now. I feel excited within me. Okay, I feel excited because I'm speaking some truths here and I can feel it within me. That is where the excitement comes from. It is when you are doing the reason you were born, the very reason why you are tired, why you are fatigued, why you do not feel like going for work. Some of you, it is because you are doing what the designer did not create you to do. It comes easy. Okay. It comes so easy. That which God placed in you comes so easy. Yesterday, last night, somebody sent me, a document where they are looking for people who can contribute to this Africa project. It's quite a big project. And therefore, she needed my profile, my CV, and my contribution. The moment she sent to me the thing, and it's a group of about 10, 10 people. So she reached out from Nigeria. She reached out, said, Doc, I believe you may actually fit into this. Let me tell you something. When I looked at the roles that were put there, that this group should be made of such and such and such, and so people were made to be choosing. I already saw which part, okay, and so the thinking person, okay, the think tank that needs to be in this project, I know it is me. I'm the one who would develop some strategies of how we shall do this particular project because it comes so easy. It comes so easy. There was a place for finance. That is not my niche. That is not my area. There is one lady who is into figures, who is going to bring her efforts into that. And therefore, when this lady was thinking about who can help us develop some strategies, help us to really bring this thing to fruition in the way the funders are looking for, she thought about me. And I saw, because it comes so easy. I don't, of course, school came in to simply enhance that aspect. But I get in a place, I see an individual. It comes easy for me to see what is wrong and what I can do in order to help them become the best version that they can become, help a company to become the way it's supposed to become. It becomes so easy for me to do. So, what is that place where you're going to submit to? Whatever it is that God created for you to do, that thing that God created for you to do, you are supposed to submit to it. You are supposed to align yourself to it. You are supposed to bring your inherent giftings and put them into that particular thing in order for you to thrive. You've got to thrive, my friend. You've got to find ways and means. You know what? I get agitated if in a week I am not rescuing somebody. Either it is marriage, or it has to do with their confusion in their career, it has to do with what they are doing. I have learned now to value what I have, because when you have submitted to what God gave to you, that is where wealth comes in. Power of submission to the things God called you to do, and you align yourself. without an excuse, my friend, you will find yourself thriving in that space. There's another conference that is taking place, and it is, lawyers who are gathering in some in some country, and I'm supposed to go there. So this person now was asking me to say, Doc, would like you to come and talk about anything that is in your niche. Okay, anything that is in your niche. That is what we want you to come and talk, about. As we were in that meeting, now listen, they've already made what needs to happen on that particular day. As we were having the conversation, okay, I already began to tell this lady, she's the organizer of the conference. Unknowingly, I didn't know that actually they haven't really coined exactly how this conference must be. And I began to contribute. We need to go it in this way. And then when we start at about 9, if we could do this and this and this, and then we do this and this, then I'll come in. I can only come in this particular time. When I come in, I would like us to have a conversation around this book because would love to da 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 da. Huh. The lady was like, oh my God, I now know the program. It comes easy. She's been cracking her head for the past 2 months, not knowing how to go about this program. Hardly 10 minutes. I already, uncoiled whatever was such a problem. What is it that you've been coached to do? Come on, let's go in the chart. What do you find easy to do that you want to submit to in this second quarter? I mean, second, half of the year. We are about to enter that. We are just concluding the last half of the year. So there has to be a preparation. If you haven't done well in this first half of the year, in this month of June, get back to the drawing board and relook at what it is that you are doing in your career, in your business that is not resonating with the reason God created you here on earth. What are you going to submit to? Okay, write down. What are you going to submit to? Right. I will submit to my contribution in this and this and this. It comes so easy. Even when I'm not feeling too well, I still find it within me that I can still rescue somebody, that I can still contribute in one way or the other. And it comes so easy and it gives me fulfillment. It gives me joy. It gives me that, youthfulness. You know why you're growing older faster than your age? You are not excited to do the things that God created you to do. Because you see, when you're doing what you love to do, there is a way in which our neurons also participate to bring about and activate the joyful cells to get into the central nervous system to cause your body to just be in that exciting mood. That is why we can never force you to say, be happy. Say, I'm happy. I'm happy 10 times. I'm happy. I am happy. I'm happy. My friend, if it is not coming from inside of you to destroy those strongholds of pain, strongholds of how you are feeling, strongholds of that, you will shout all you like. It is not going to match up with what is inside of you. That is why this thing works from the inside, and therefore you cannot escape it. Come on, if you are listening to me and you're hearing me well and I'm talking well, please just go in the chat and say yes, yes, yes. It is important that we really have conversations around these things. So already, okay, I've gone back. Okay, so in my quiet time, in whenever I get home, this laptop, okay, this laptop is my friend. It's like it's part of my life. The laptop is part of my life. Already there are 3 books, okay, that I'm working on. I worked on them for some time, packed them, ideas like really, diminished, and I've picked up. So the success, or the achievement, or the success, however you want to put it, of launching this book is gone. That joy is gone. I am looking forward. So I'm cooking. Other people find it easy to cook meals for people to eat. I am cooking something that will stand the test of time. Even when I am long gone, I want my voice to remain counseling, my voice to remain talking in people's bedrooms, my voice to remain talking to that young girl who has just gotten married. I want my voice to remain talking into those people that are finding challenges in their spiritual growth. That is my niche. So I may not have the biggest church. I don't worry. I don't care. The multitudes I'm ministering to are more than people that enter the doors of my church. So that is not really what I look at. How many choir members do I have? How many ashes do I do not value my existence based on how many choir members are singing in my church. I value my existence by how much I'm contributing beyond this nation, because I was not born to simply influence people who live in Lusaka. My calling is beyond people who live in Lusaka, those that can find their way on Sunday to come to my church. My niche that I submit to is to reach out globally, is to influence and affect an individual who is right now in the United States of America, and he is stressing there are certain things that she or he cannot understand. I was just dealing with that case last week. A young man who came across my book, read through, and saw it clearly. Everything I penned down in transitioning to the courts of heaven resonated with what he is going through. And so on the phone, we had to go through the court session. On the phone, I have assisted this gentleman. I do not have a church in Atlanta, Georgia, but I have a soul that have brought to the Lord and cleared their family issues. When he's done with the things, he's traveling back home. We are going in Nigeria. We are going to have that session in November when he goes. Listen to me. When you are submitting to the reason you were born, it gives you fulfillment, it gives you joy. There is a way in which you wake up, looking forward to the day. I have even lost count of what day it is, of what, because I'm just flowing. I'm not so, oh, it's Monday, I'm feeling discouraged. Oh, now it's Friday, a weekend special. My friend, for me, each day is an opportunity for me to express the reason I was born. If I have to roar in that particular day, I do not wait until it is Friday for me to roar. Whatever day it is an opportunity for me to express that which God created me to be. That is the marketplace, my friend. It is important for you to keep digging deep. And so, as I was updating my profile, because often I go back and I update my profile and I just look at it. So when I was submitting this one yesterday by this particular project, I was just so excited. As I was going there and I'm writing, I've got, two masters, and I begin to explain, the things that we've done, because she called me and says, Dog, why did you did two masters? You know, it is not for a paper. Okay. It is not for a paper. For me, it is beyond a paper. There are just certain places in order for you to manifest and enter in. There is a way in which that paper speaks. Okay. There is a way in which that paper speaks. When I was submitting my qualifications at the South African Qualification Authority, SAQA, I needed those for the things that I need to do in South Africa. I needed that because when you are now enhancing, your gift, there is a way in which learning, doing some courses will back up that reason you were born. This is why I'm challenging you. This evening, we are starting the course for life coaches and neuro linguistic programmers. If you are interested, listen to me. You may not want to practice it as full-time profession as a life coach, but I can guarantee you, when I have done this course, it is a course that every individual needs. It is a course that every individual needs. Why? There are several things that you are going to appreciate. There are several things that you are going to see that begin to change your life, from self discovery, which we are starting today. Please, you need to do that self discovery because it comes with it with a certificate, which beefs up your profile. It beefs up your CV. There is a day when this particular paper will be needed. And therefore, you need to consistently grow in that area that you are submitting to. Submission means add value. Submission means add expertise, enhance that thing so that you can be an expert in that area that you've been called. Then we will do self development for 2 days from tomorrow to Saturday. For those who already did and you're already qualified life coaches, why not refresh your mind? Why not refresh? Because most of the things you learned have actually disappeared. Yesterday, Revuota sent me a voice note talking about NLP and how it really affects, certain things affect our bodies when it comes to sleep and lack of sleep. And he quoted a number of things from NLP. My God, it blew my mind. That is what we are supposed to be experts. So join us tonight, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. We'll be on Zoom talking about self-discovery and how you can just bring yourself out to be the person that is needed. The world is looking for you. The world is looking for you, my friend. Join us in this course, and you simply just stretch your payment plan in order for you to be relevant. Be relevant. The world is looking for your expertise, but you have to be relevant. And in order for you to be relevant, you've got to add value. Be the learner. Every day learn. What is it that you are learning? Tonight at 6 p.m., I want to show you something. I want to make your mind to remember some things. I want you to revise some things and be the best version of your life. After this full course that we are going to do, we are going to give people 5 certificates: self discovery certificate, personal development certificate, life coach certificate, NLP coach certificate, and NLP practitioner certificate. 5 international accredited certificates that will add value to your CV. My friend, when I was doing these masters, I never knew that today it is something that will open some doors for me. I didn't know that this will be required in certain ways. Well, I knew that there's going to be a time when some of this, so we don't do things just for jokes or to just look intelligent. So please build your life, add value to your calling in order for you to submit to the reason you were born here on earth. Do have an amazing Thursday, and I hope you are not saying, oh, looking forward to Friday. Each day, wake up to roar. Each day, wake up to kill it. Kill it each day that you wake up. And have an amazing, amazing Thursday, amazing weekend. God richly bless you. We shall meet you next week, Monday, No, tomorrow actually we are coming tomorrow with our well able doctor. Then Monday Rev Water, Tuesday Dr. Sunshine, Wednesday it's a market day which we open up to all of you to participate, and of course Thursday yours truly. Shalom, shalom.